What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro tool video. A new Prankid card was announced in one of the new sets coming out in the OCG. Very appropriate. It's a fourth regular Prankid monster, level 4 Earth by the way. Rock type indeed, but again just its main goal of course. It's a fourth regular Prankid monster, so you know how the Prankids work, like when you use them for a link or a fusion summon for like a Prankid card. You can special summon like other copies from your deck, so very similar to Burning Abyss Graph, I guess. So again, basically, your whole deck floats, and this is something that the deck lacked, at least lacked before, with, you know, the first wave of support is, they only had 3 regular Prankid cards, but, you know, now they got a 4th, so still a couple of cards that they are missing, you know, just making the deck much more consistent, but, I mean, the deck now is already very solid. There are a couple of, like, 2 card / 3 card combos that lead to devastating boards, going first, going second. The deck has so many options, and okay, you know, your opponent having hand traps, which is today's format, definitely is against this deck, or at least helps your opponent against this deck, but still, we can definitely expect more support and probably more link monsters, maybe like more fusion monsters as well. But if this deck gets let's say a link 1 fusion, at least a link 1 monster, ooh, this is going to be so good, you know, as you'll see in a couple of moments. So this is currently my build. Again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. First example here, again, like always, you know, just showcasing a couple of like examples, right? But you know, I think this deck runs like 9 polymerization cards. You know, you have the polymerization searcher, what's it called? I forgot its name. You know, polymerization itself, and the quick play fusion spell from the archetype. So, and that's of course somewhat searchable off of Doodle. You know, Doodle gets something back from your graveyard by tributing itself, and of course when link summon, search anything from your deck. So already basically searching like your themed polymerization. So yeah, everything goes together. The Thunder Dragons are still in the deck since this new rock monster, the new Prankids Rock, does have the built-in effect that if you want to special summon a Prankid monster from your deck, you have to banish a card from your hand. And again, I'm looking at my Thunder monsters, mainly the Dark Thunder Dragon, you know, banish, search something from the deck, or the Dark, yeah, pretty much both the Dark Thunder Dragons have like very built-in superb effect when they are banished. So again, things go together, and is something, and this is one of the arguments that you might want to still play like a hybrid between both Prankids and Thunder Dragons, is because of this, right? I dropped the Thunderlord, I believe the name is the big fusion for Thunder Dragons. I don't think it's needed. It's easily bypassed by cards like Boreload, for example, right, to not get the destruction effect. So I added in the Link 2 one, what's it called? Summer Vacation, I believe. Again, definitely a very solid card, and much better compared to the Thunderlord. Again, going first this time, going first, going second, definitely, I mean, you can do both, I guess. No regular polymerization now, so I'm forced to use the quick play spell. Small downside is that as soon as you use it, you can't go for special summons from your extra deck other than Prankid cards. So ending with Bow Wow. Bow Wow is good, again, 1 copy, is basically the same as Doodle. But you know, Bow Wow can be used during your opponent's turn. It can be good by going for the fusion summon again. If you already used up all of your Prankid's effects, you know, special summoning effects during your own turn, just use them, or at least, you know, just go for the fusion summon during your opponent's turn. And that's where the trap card can come into play. You know, the continuous trap from Prankids does have like the once per turn effect, you know, it's a continuous, does have the once per turn effect that you can link summon during your opponent's turn. So that can be important, having the option to go for, what is it called, the Roar Gun, I believe the name is, the Link 4, and then, you know, tribute, blow away Harpy's Feather Duster, your opponent's back row. That can be good, but I think if your opponent already knows you have a trap card set, they're not going to play into that Harpy's Feather Duster effect unless they don't really have a choice, right? Okay, again, solid field, and okay, Necro Valley does hinder this deck, you know, with the tribute to get back something from the graveyard, but in the long run it wasn't that important, right? Again, going first, opening with, well, like any 3-card combination of either, well, any polymerization card and then 2 Prankids, and again 12 Prankids in the deck if I'm not mistaken, with the field spell, multiple polymerization cards. I mean, you have so many options to get this desired field, right? Going for the Toad, well, all the way, pretty much all the way on the right, so I have the 2 free extra monster zones just in case. I was able to open with any Thunder Dragon, so going for Bolt as well. Bolt is such a strong floodgate monster against basically every deck, right? It just prevents your opponent from searching, and as you know, pretty much every deck searches, right? And let's not forget, Bolt has that built-in, you know, destruction effect. I think banish like 1 or 2, I think 2 cards from your graveyard and then it will survive any form of destruction. So this is, it's just ridiculous. Again, going for Weather. Weather has the effect, well, basically like the rocket, I believe, you know, tribute during your opponent's turn. And the fact that, and it's definitely one of the stronger points here of this archetype, is that you can reborn the smaller link monsters with your tribute fusion effect. Again, just equals so much shenanigans, right? Again, so much potential for this archetype. And as we saw from the new set, what is it called? Savage? I forgot the name, but again, one of the new sets, we can definitely expect more support for Prankids. So if more leaks come by during the next upcoming days, I'll definitely update this particular deck, right? But maybe like a Link 1 is something we might expect. Outside of that, yeah, maybe another trap or definitely another fusion, I guess. So yeah, well, this is all speculation, I guess. You're going, yeah, indeed, the opponent going first. Not really the best start, I guess. Okay, opening Bountiful, but only getting 1 draw, I believe, with Drastic Drop-Off. I lost the polymerization, but luckily I think I had another poly ready in the hand. So again, going for the Totally Awesome, eventually going for Totally Awesome, just in case, you know, that one set. Here in this case, I believe it's indeed going to be the draw. No, it's Air Mirror Force, Stormy Mirror Force, Air Mirror Force. Definitely going to set it on my side of the field. And now again, this should be my game, right? Counter Fairies is not going to sack its way out of this, especially with, you know, the Super Bolt here on my side of the field, preventing the searches from my opponent, having a Bow Wow on my side of the field, so get something back during my opponent's turn, and basically ensuring a possible, you know, big fusion play. I think I was, or at least would have been able to go for the big fusion, you know, like Tribute during your opponent's turn and then Raigeki your opponent's field. I think if you have the option to make sure you have that particular play ready, definitely have it, right? Like getting those Prankids from your graveyard back to your hand. It's just prevent your opponent from establishing a board, I guess. Bolt is going to survive, and again, okay, as you'll see in a couple of moments, no spoilers, but I'm going to run into the Stormy Mirror Force indeed, but it's just, again, a matter of time. So much advantage. I mean, the deck, it's very similar to Burning Abyss, and the fact that this deck has like 12 Burning Abyss graphs in its main deck already says enough, right? That it already has so much potential to be definitely a tier 1 deck during the upcoming format, or formats, well, heavily depending on the second wave of support in the next OCG set. So I can definitely recover Boral Sword, putting the Thunder Dragon, well, the Super Bolt in defense, put it in attack position again, and then, you know, Instant Fusion is basically an Infernity launcher for the deck. Just establish your board again, and the fact, and as we saw with Monarchs, you know, Stormfort Aether, the potential of this deck, the fact that this deck can play during your opponent's turn with a Fusion Summon, with the Grav effects, I think this is one of the best upcoming decks, definitely. I mean, okay, well, you can cite Floodgates, Hand Traps or whatever, but still, the deck has so much potential, right? Again, depending on the new wave of support, but well, this says a lot, right? The last is cute, playing against ninjas, but as you will see in a couple of moments, I'm getting wrecked. I'm not really sure, is it Shadow Sealing? You know, the trap card, like Tribute a Ninja and then also banish 1 monster from your opponent, and then that particular monster zone cannot be used, and as you will see, I don't think I'm able to dodge at least that Shadow Sealing trap card here, so I guess I can call it quits already. Anyway, so here, and I'm not really sure, I see it now. I should have been able to, what is it called, discard the Avian and special summon the Banished Thunder Dragon, I think. Yeah, should be able to. And then attack over the Ninja, unless I'm missing something, right? I should have been able to do that. It's something that I'm seeing now. And then, well, you know, he wouldn't have had pretty much like an extra monster zone, and I pretty much would have been back in the duel again. Correct me if I'm wrong if I wasn't able to make that particular play, but whatever, mistakes can happen. And during my turn is going to flip over the, what is it called, one of the ninjutsu cards, going for Avian, have a possible negation, and yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Whatever, right, to each their own. So again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Currently, this is my build, 41 cards. If more Prankid supports cards will be revealed, I definitely will update this particular build. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks so much, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.